Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu said that if you survive to the evening, do not expect to see the morning. And if you make it to the morning, do not expect to see the evening. What kind of reality was Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu referring to? What way of life is this?
I believe it's an incredibly productive life. I mean, I don't read that hadith and get depressed or, well, that's quite morbid. I feel if you lived a life like that, how productive would you be? A second wouldn't be wasted. A minute spent doing anything unproductive or without value would seem so meaningless because you might not make it to that night.
What you can give in charity, it has to be to an extent, or not just in money wise, but also in resources.
So I'm currently using my hotspot on my phone to re-upload the video that I was trying to put out yesterday, but YouTube blocked it. Whilst on the way to an event that we have at the Atrium tonight. But back to what I was saying about the type of mindset that kind of philosophy would produce in terms of extremely productive. It wouldn't be one of extreme morbid reflection. It would be one of like no time to waste, and that's what I think people are lacking in today's day and age, is this thing of boredom, like trying to kill time. Things are called things like pastimes, like we're just trying to get rid of time as if it isn't the most valuable thing that we have. And with this mindset of not thinking that, or not being sure, not being 100% sure, because the majority of people watching this now, you are I'm going to assume that you are very sure that you will see the end of today, or you will see tomorrow and next week and the next month and next year. And it's this thing of being so sure of our existence here that we feel we have this time to relax, have this time to be bored. We have the luxury of being bored, but because we're not taking advantage fully of the day, is the reason, or to my opinion, as to why things like depression and anxiety and general existential crises are coming, because we think we're here for a long time, good 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and then we're making these bizarre, judgments on how our life is going to, turn out, and whether we're going to like it or not. And it's all this kind of assumption that we're going to see the end of today. So I just finished sound check at the event, so I'm there, I'm ready to go. I think I'm on at 9 o'clock, so yeah, I'll be ready to go on there. But it's still in like the back of my mind, like this concept of what I woke up thinking about. It's still there. Like I can kind of be in a moment like this where like I've got to do work now and things like that. But it's always a constant thought that always exists in the back of my head. Like it's always a thought that just remains there no matter where I go. Because of what, so you think like it's culture, what that was on the TV, YouTube, the media, adverts, it's all like, forget long term.
That's mostly the reason, but we're not. God has been dismissed and put to the side in our society. So without God in the equation, it's often difficult to think long term. Because
what's the need?
Yeah, there's what's the need. I mean, something a lot of people don't think about is there's this idea that I'm gonna live for myself. I'm gonna this idea that as long as I'm not harming anyone.
Yeah, I'm not harming anyone.
It's actually a very ridiculous concept. This idea of I'm not going to harm anyone. As long as I'm not harming anyone, there's no issue. There is an issue with that because
I never thought about that because when people say it to me like I'm not harming anyone. And it's like, well,
No, think about it like this. If someone says, for example, me smoking in the confines of my bedroom is not harming anyone.
Yeah.
Let's break that down. You smoking is having a detrimental effect on your body, which therefore makes it more likely you're going to get a disease, which makes it more likely that you're then going to put pressure on the NHS, which therefore
That's deep. That's deep.
therefore is causing our tax to increase, and is also, when you get ill in the hospital and you get that disease, which is probably because of that smoking, who's going to suffer? Not just you, your family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So every single thing you do, even down to every single thought you have, has a ramification, because even if you're thinking something inside your bedroom, that thought is going to have an effect on your internal chemistry, on your,
which then affects how
on
you
your body,
treat other people.
which then has an effect on when you go outside into society. This whole idea that as long as I'm not harming anyone, it's fine, is nonsense, because there isn't anything you can do
that has no effect on other people. So that ties in what we were just talking about how we. Everyone says we're one, and obviously in Islam, that's what we taught, that we're all one. We're all kind of one human family, or nas, or insan, or all human beings. But then this thing of like, oh, I want to separate myself now. I don't want to be part of this thing, so I'll just do my thing, and as long as I don't harm anyone, that's okay.